I'm a tired boy. What is up, guys? Welcome to another video, and today we are here for StraightUpHippo. I'm so tired, I cannot explain to you guys. I've been making videos all day to cover my stay for Gamescom, and yeah, I'm just really tired. But anyway, I asked you guys on Twitter, as I usually do, 4 questions for an Ask Hippo, and you guys came out in abundance. So we're going to go ahead and answer a few questions, have a bit of a chat, so you can get inside my mental. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get straight into... I'm so The first question comes from Jason, and his question is, would you consider doing a racing series on Need for Speed Edge along with some more videos on it? Right, I picked this question for a specific reason. I get this question a lot, like, would you do this video, etc, etc. And the reason why I picked this specific question is because I will do anything that, like, is watched by you guys. Now, obviously, there's a bit of a Need for Speed bias on my channel, racing game bias as a whole, as you would imagine. And that's completely fine, like, it's just gonna happen. I've built my channel on that, so it makes sense. But, you know, if there is viewer base for a certain game, I'll play it. For example, with Initial D, nowhere near as big as, you know, Payback, or as, you know, other Need for Speed Carbon, the Let's Play, or even Burnout, stuff like that, stuff, Midnight Club, stuff like that. But there's like a hardcore group of people that still watch it. General consensus, if the video gets more than 1,200 views over like a week, I'll make another one, pretty much. I was going to do Edge today, then I realised I had an Ask Hippo I needed to do, so that's why Edge wasn't today. But yes, there will be more Edge content. I'm not sure how many more videos I'm going to do on it, but yeah, there'll be more. The next question comes from Troll R34, and his question is, are you planning to get an R32, and if so, when? You would not believe the amount of times I get this question. So for those who don't know, I'm currently at uni. That is basically it. At the moment, I'm on holiday, and that's it, pretty much. I'm not earning an awful lot of money. I'm just here kind of making do with what I have, really. So an R32 is definitely out of the equation for at least 5 years. Now, I have a bit of a dilemma with this because essentially for my next car, I can pretty much afford anything. Anything which isn't all-wheel drive. For some reason, all-wheel drive cars cost a bit more. But, you know, I can pretty much buy anything I want. An S chassis, a 350, RS Clio. But what I'm leaning towards is a Swift Sport. Now, my opinions will definitely change in the next coming months and weeks and stuff. But at the moment, this is what I'm thinking. If I was to get a Swift Sport, it's obviously going to cost less to maintain and run, which is huge in itself. Which means I'll have a bit of extra money, and that means the R32 will come sooner. So, think about it this way. If I was to get a 350, I wouldn't have an R32 for a good 5-6 years. If I got a Swift Sport, I'd have one in around 3 or 4. So, pretty huge difference. It honestly depends on my monetary state, really, and where I'm making money from, but I'd hope to have one at least in the next 6 years, regardless of what car I get next. But if I was to get something like a Swift Sport next, then I would have my R32 a whole lot sooner, and I would probably keep the Swift Sport as a daily afterwards, unless, you know, I saw something else which caught my eye. Now, please, stop asking me this question. The next question comes from Bullet Train, and this question is, what Need for Speed do you think you spent most of your hours on? And this is quite an easy answer. Underground 2 and Most Wanted 2005. I don't know which one, and it would be impossible for me to check because it's on my old computer hard drive, and I've not got a fucking clue where that is. But quite easily spent months on those games. Like, I can't explain how much time as a youth I spent playing those 2 games. I'm gonna say months in each, at least, like a lot of time. A lot of time. That's game time I'm talking about. Honorable mentions, I guess, go to Pro Street. I played a lot of Pro Street as well. I played a lot of 2015, obviously. I played a lot of Hot Pursuit 2010, but easily just, yeah, Underground 2 and Underground 2 and Most Wanted 2005 are easily my most played. The next question comes from Shush, and his question is, what is your inspiration to do YouTube? Now, this is an interesting one because it's obviously changed over time. Originally, the reason why I made a YouTube channel was to get people to play with on COD. That was literally it. I used to play a lot of solo. I still play a lot of solo now in, like, shooters, like in Rainbow Six, and even in COD when I eventually go back to, like, Modern Warfare Remastered. I'll still solo queue quite a lot. I don't really play in groups that much. And back in the day, like, I was really hardcore into, like, shooters and just games generally like that. So it was kind of just to find a bunch of people to play with, and that was the reason why I started it originally. Now, obviously, things have changed a bit. My inspiration now, I don't really know, really. I feel like I just like doing it. I feel like you don't really necessarily have to have one specific thing which makes you want to do it in that case. Like, I just enjoy it. I want to do it full time. if you enjoy something, you're just gonna carry on doing it at this point. Not so much to find people to play with anymore. Like, that's just not really a thing. Like, I don't mind solo queuing in games and such. I guess it's nice having that kind of, like, if you want to play with someone, there's probably always someone available at some point on whatever game. That's pretty cool. But yeah, I think it's just, the reason why I do it now at least is just because I like doing it. And I wouldn't really say there's any specific inspiration of sorts. I just like doing it, and I just want to do it. Simon Hudak asks, would you rather have sex with a screaming alien or a gay panda? I'd rather commit suicide. I like men. The next question comes from Islink Hog Off, and his question is, what's up with the hippo? I'm surprised I didn't get more of this. I get this question all the time. Why straight up hippo? Why didn't you go like straight up lion or something? I'm gonna tell the story because I haven't told the story in a very long time, and I get a lot of questions about it, so there's a lot of new people which haven't heard. But for those who've already heard this, I do apologize in advance. Like I said, I used to play a lot of COD, like a lot of COD, and back in the day on Black Ops 1, I was going in on a game. I think it was Domination on Stadium. I remember it being Domination on Stadium, and I was using the AK-47, and I got like 3 dogs in one match. I was going in. I can never do that now. I'm really rusty, but back in the day, I used to be sick. And there was someone in the lobby. He got on the mic, and I think he was called Straight Up Walrus, and he just says, "Do you want to join my clan?" And I was like, sure. Originally, I wanted to be Penguin, but that was taken, so I settled with Hippo. And I think Hippo actually kind of like, it rolls off the tongue a lot better, so I don't really mind too much. But that's what's with the Hippo. Like, where did you get your name? I get that question all the time. That's where I got my name, and it's just kind of stuck with me today. I didn't really, it was one of those things where I just had the account sitting there for a very long time, and then I felt like just having a refresh of like my account ID because I wanted to get all my trophies again and stuff. And after like at least like 3 years of that account just being sitting there, I kind of started using it again, and then I made the channel, you know, naming after my PlayStation gamer tag, and it just went from there really. But someone on Xbox has got Straight Up Hippo as their gamer tag, and I can't use it, and I've asked them to change it, but they just don't reply to me. So yeah, on Xbox it's Straight Up Hip 0 for some reason. And the final question comes from Jean, and his question is, what's your favorite game series after NFS? Also keep up the good work. Thank you. Is Need for Speed even my favourite game series to start off with? I think that's the main question. I don't know if I could necessarily call Need for Speed my favourite. I think tied with Need for Speed's obviously GTA. GTA was a huge part of my childhood, and it's just a huge part of, like, I played so much GTA 4 and GTA 5 online. Burnout is up there with, you know, Need for Speed. I would say Midnight Club's up there with Need for Speed. Halo is definitely up there. I play a lot of Halo. Even though the series is shit now, I'll always have a soft spot for Halo. I mean, one of those mentioned is like alongside it. I can't really say Need for Speed is necessarily my favourite, but alongside it, like, I put a lot of hours into the series, but I definitely think there's other games that I put a lot more time into. I said one of those really. In terms of what I enjoy the most to this day, I mean, half of those series are dead now, so I guess it is Need for Speed. And that rounds it up for this Ask Hippo, and not an awfully long one. I could have gone well over 15 minutes, but I like to keep this nice. So this is it. This will be the last video before I go out to Gamescom. I am so excited. Make sure to yeah, keep an eye on the channel, because tomorrow I think is the EA conference, and they've got a lot of juicy stuff in order. So yeah, just keep an eye on the channel, keep an eye on EA's websites and stuff, and you know, yeah, that will be cool, I guess. I'm so excited. I'm so thankful as well for the opportunity, because this is just huge for me. Anyway, I don't want to run on for too much longer. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to go ahead and hit the like, subscribe. I will see you guys in the next one. You guys have an awesome, stay safe, and peace.